came to Canada for the first time. It was a pretty cool show, actually. They had to build their own property, had to slaughter their hog, everything. It was really neat. It was really cool. The other one was in Alaska. There was an individual who put together a documentary on his life in Alaska as a pioneer. That was the original. He did it back in the 50s, 60s. Incredible show. Highly recommend it. I don't know the name of it. But getting back to this reality show. So they had to spend a year into the woods, right? Well, when they came out of the woods, they were told that the show was canceled after the first week. So here they are. They spent a whole year in the woods as they were videotaping and stuff, and they thought that their show was running on the air. Of course, they're in the woods. They don't know. They don't have a TV, right? They don't have a radio. So they spend a year doing the show, only to come to find they come out and they think they're all. Can you imagine? Yeah, I'm going to be a star. No, your show was canceled the first week. After the first week. That would probably I'd probably kill someone and then go back into the woods for a year. Here's another one. The White House was shut down Tuesday due to suspicious package. This is still going on. You know, you saw the shootings, right? Well, the day before it was a suspicious package. Yesterday it was a lady getting shot. You know, I have two questions for that. How, if you are a police officer and you pull the trigger on your gun, why isn't someone dead? But apparently, you know, shots were fired, but no one died. I don't understand that. You know, you're not trained to wound people. You're trained to kill people. Someone wants to drive a car up on you, more so than the White House, but they want you point a car towards me, you're going to be looking down the barrel of my gun. And I promise you, that will be the last thing you see. That will be the last thing you see. So, yeah. I'm a firm believer, man. I'm a firm believer. President Trump, you just need to move the White House to Florida. Number one, we love you here. You know, we love you here. And number two, you have, not only do you have your Secret Service, but you have, you know, a few million Floridians who conceal carry. I don't know, a couple 100,000 maybe that conceal carry. We'll protect you. Mar-a-Lago doesn't seem, I'm telling you, Mar-a-Lago from a security standpoint doesn't seem too bad after all, does it? Not at all. So that's in the news today going on out there. Of course, judge in Hawaii extended order blocking travel ban. Yeah, what'd you expect? You know, this is gonna continue until President Obama. You know, look, I'm a firm believer that I think the reason why the liberals are so scared, the left, the snowflakes, the political liberals are so scared, is because Obama's going to come across something that's highly illegal, highly irregular, and he's going to tweet about it. And then because see. They're all those guys are in there to help each other out. It's all about what do I have on you, right? What can I use against you? And if you play ball, you know, we'll suppress this. We won't. This will never come out. And even if it did, we'll protect you. If you don't play ball, then we're going to ruin you. You're seeing that right now with what's going on in the Trump administration. You know, Trump is not going to play ball with politics. He's not going to play the party politic game. I actually think he thinks both of them is both parties are corrupt to their core. And to prove that, you got President Trump now reaching out, which he should be doing, reaching out to the Democrats to help fix the health care law. Well, you got Paul Ryan now who's upset because President Trump is reaching out. See, these politicians don't realize Trump is a winner. He wants to win. He wants to come. He doesn't care. When you look at the win-lose column, there's not a how column. There's a win or lose. And Trump wants to win. President Trump wants to win. He doesn't care how he does it. At the end of the day, he wants to win. So he, the healthcare, the Republicans couldn't get the healthcare passed. Now, I actually think he's wasting his time with the Dems because it doesn't matter. He could come in there and fix healthcare. I honestly believe President Trump could have the best solution for healthcare by far. I don't know what it is. I don't think he's got it, but he could, hypothetically, he could have it. He could go to the Democrats, and because of who he is, because you got Maxine Waters says, I do not honor this president. He's not my president. Well, yes, he is. Civics, come on. He is your president. But, yeah, whatever. When you have statements like that being made, you got Chuck Schumer over the weekend berating a very well-known Democratic contributor because his wife voted for Trump, but you have Chuck Schumer in a restaurant. It wasn't like this guy went after Chuck Schumer. Chuck Schumer went after this guy, a highly respected New York elite, because his wife voted for Trump. So when you have that type of vitriol, do you actually think they're going to help him? No. Not at all. I think he's wasting his time. But, more power to him. I wish. For this country, I wish. I don't get this mentality where people want our president of the United States to fail. Do they not realize that when your CEO of your corporation fails, usually the corporation fails? Right? It's just one of those things. It happens that way. So, I don't know. So, yeah, you got Trump going now with the Dems, and you got Paul Ryan upset with Trump because he's now reaching out to the Dems. Well, who cares? You couldn't get it done, Paul. You couldn't get the job done. You couldn't get the GOP in line. You couldn't get your your real constituents, which is not the people of Wisconsin. Your constituents are your fellow GOP members. The only time you care about the people of Wisconsin is when your 6 years is up, or when your time's up, 4 years. You have to be reelected. That's the only time you care about the good people of Wisconsin. Wow. So here you go. Canada. Canada is now calling for more border control. That's right. Canadians are now calling for more border control. Remember them? Oh, yeah, we welcome everybody. Not really. But the screeching sound. That's where I need to have my soundboard running. Now, this is one that is for the record books. Apparently, why a prisoner was being searched in the jail, a firearm fell out of his backside. That's right. Gun falls out of inmate's backside during jail search. Only in Alabama. Stolen gun falls from inmate's body cavity during a search in North Alabama jail. It's not clear whether the owner wants it back, but Limestone County authorities recovered a stolen gun when it fell out of the inmate's body cavity. Oh, going back. I love these websites and their clickbait. But no, this is actually true. Inmate's body cavity at a search at the jail. Jesse O'Neill Roberts, 23, of Elk Mountain, was being booked in the Limestone County Jail on a misdemeanor charge of public intoxication when a weapon fell from his body. I don't know how I got there. I'm drunk. That would be my defense. I was drunk. Someone obviously took advantage of me and decided to shove a firearm up my... Yeah, it was a .38 caliber pistol. I immediately considered that he defecated on himself before noticing a familiar shape in the form of a pistol in his boxers, correctional officer said. Can you imagine? I ain't getting that. I don't care if it's a gun. I'm not reaching it. The weapon, which was reported stolen from Florence, was not loaded. Oh yeah, it never mind. This is turning bad quick. We'll just kind of go off of there. So yeah, that's just crazy. And now you wonder why police officers have to search and have to be so physical when they take someone into custody, right? Who would ever think about that? This is something you never want to hear. Ladies and gentlemen, this is your co-pilot talking. I want to let you know that we're fixing to land. Unfortunately, the captain's dead. American Airlines. Yeah, pilot dies on flight. It happens. I mean, we're human, right? It's sad. It's really sad, but it's just one of those things. A pilot dies after having a medical episode on a flight landing in Albuquerque International Sunport Wednesday evening, according to American Airlines. American Airlines is deeply saddened by the death of First Officer William Mike Grubbs. So it was actually the first officer. It wasn't the captain. Said a spokeswoman for the company, "We're taking care of First Officer Grubbs' family and colleagues, and our thoughts and prayers are with him during this time." So they landed without incident, taxied to the gate, and were met by medical personnel. Yeah, that's sad. Airplanes, especially jets, the reason why, obviously you have two pilots in commercial airlines because of the redundancy, right? Everything on the airplane is redundant or triple redundant. But the fact of the matter is, a pilot can fly and land a jet. Usually the first officer is in control of radio navigation. But those systems are the CDUs and stuff on those airplanes on the airplanes are so complex that a single person can fly. So they weren't really at risk or danger of anything. Now both pilots went down. That would have been crazy. That would have been insane. But, well, it is about that time. I just want to say thank you for joining us today. Thank you for allowing me to get back to my old self. And I appreciate it. But listen to us tomorrow. We'll do some more crazy news. Tell your friends, family about us. Hopefully, we might have the YouTube feed up tomorrow. And get all that going. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. But until then, I just want to say have a great day at work. Do something nice for someone today. When you're going through your coffee line or whatever, say something very nice to someone. Smile more. Help a fellow coworker out with their problem. Do whatever you got to do. Just make the world a better place. Until tomorrow, my friends. Take care. You're listening to Jeff Norton on Morning News Radio right here at Red State Talk Radio.
I could dance a lifetime with my sweet tobacco rose. You could build your nation with dirty hands in denim clothes. And even in our twilight, I think that everybody knows. An open mind, a subtle heart are the only way she goes, and that's the way she goes. Just like an open door or window, that's the way she goes. Just like the bathwater with the baby, that's the way she goes. Too many people acting crazy, that's the way she goes. Have you been singing this song lately? The whistle on your kettle's been chirping, and beat red is the song. Your mortal shackle's been winning battles, I think you've known this all along. The squeaky wheel's been seasoned because the grease price is too high. Just change another channel, it never ever changes, and wave it all goodbye. That's the way she goes. Just like an open door